Welcome back, y'all. You already know what it is. It's the Linkinwitrobby podcast. And what we're going to be touching on today is what our type is. And I say our, what my type is. What type of nigga I like, what type of nigga I don't like, the type of niggas that I attract, and somehow the type of niggas that I want to attract, but I can't seem to attract. It's such a conundrum because I just don't get why the niggas I want can't never just want me. It's very simple. I just wish people understood it. Dating pool is suck. It's trash right now. But let's just get into some shit because right now I've stalled a little bit. I just want to play around. Let's talk about it. Linkinwitrobby. So dude hit me in my DM, right? And I'm just like all you niggas freak out, and that's just all it is. First off, girl, fuck him. And you are now listening to Linkinwitrobby. Welcome back to the Linkinwitrobby podcast. Okay. Life updates. How everybody's doing? Everybody good? Is everybody on a good wavelength? Feeling positive, feeling good about yourself, feeling sexy, feeling confident. Is that where your headspace is? That's where my headspace is. Man, last weekend owed me nothing. When I tell you, I went in for battle against the last weekend. Last weekend whooped my motherfucking ass. Like, I got my ass handed to me last weekend so severely. First off, Friday night, I did some little rendezvous. I did some rendezvous. I parlayed with some people, did some things. It got a little X-rated, and I'll probably have to touch on that another date because I wore myself out. I really wore myself out. I really pulled out the freak bag, the freak hat, freak cap, whatever you want to call it, and I gave into it. I allowed it to happen to me. I was not victimized though. Not in the slightest. It was just, let's just say, I had a lot of fun Friday night, okay? A lot of freaky, promiscuous, sexual, raunchy fun that I haven't had in so long. I felt I was enlightened and my body was enraged with some type of, I don't know, passion and excitement that I just needed to let out, and I let it all out. When I tell you I let it all out, I let it all out. But see, this is when I fucked up, okay? Because I did all that Friday night. Turn around Saturday, a guy I just met online who I had been conversing with asked me out on a date. So here comes Saturday. I have a date at 11 a.m. I'm tired, mind you. Worn out, warned you. Exhausted, warned you. But here I go, going on a date. Now, mind you, we decided to go to the movies, right? To go see the Smurfs. It was the only movie that was open at the time, and so I looked at it as he just wants to go to the movies with me. You know what I mean? He just want to be around me. He don't give a fuck what we watch. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let me give this guy a chance. He's nice, he's cool. Let me see what he's about. We go to the movies. The movie was okay, I guess. I mean, we didn't watch it for like 80% of the movie because we were doing other stuff. Can I say something? He was heavily endowed. And with him being so heavily endowed, it really persuaded me into actually taking things further. So, of course, we left the movie theater and went to his house. And we got it in. He brought me home. Now, we got it in. Mind you. Let me talk my shit real shit. Let me pop my shit. Mind you, before we had sex, he kept saying stuff like, oh, I don't know if you're going to be able to handle me. I don't know if you're going to be able to take it. Most guys can't take it. First off, I'm not most guys. Second off, now you put me to a challenge. You made me feel like I got to prove you wrong. And that's what I'm going to do. So, yeah, when he made those comments, and yeah, I saw how big his dick was. He had a very big dick. Very, very big dick. It was very, very thick. Intimidating, very. I was like, the type of demon time I'm on this weekend, because Friday night, I ain't going to lie, I kicked off my demon time. When Saturday came, I was still in that headspace of demon time, but I was like, I'm going on a date. Let's try to keep it cute. But when he started being real touchy-feely, and I saw how he was packing and he kept touching me, and y'all, he gave me head in the movie theater. Like, when he put my dick out and started sucking it in the movie theater, I was like, oh, okay. He on the same time. All right, bet. So when he put up this challenge that I'm basically not going to be able to handle it, I'm like, all right, let's see. We went back to his house after that. Baby, when I tell you I had to put my big boy drawers on, because, baby, it was a challenge. But, baby, the challenge was accepted, and I bet you that mission was accomplished. I did what I had to do. I got him right. He didn't know what to do. But here's the problem. Here's my conundrum. It was only one day. We haven't really got a chance to really gotten to know each other. And automatically, immediately after the sex, he's already saying things like, you going to be mine. We going to be together. I don't want you with nobody else. Slow down, Eugene. Okay? We haven't gotten there yet. Let's slow down. I'm still trying to get to know you. Yes, we took it to another level by having sex, which is why I'm going to stop doing that, because I think me having sex with people, sometimes I put it on the nigga too much. I put it down on him. I make him feel like he king, honcho. I make him feel like he's that nigga. And then now he thinks he's that nigga. And then I'm like, whoa, slow your roll. I don't even know you yet. And the way I'm still healing from past trauma, I'm not jumping into nothing with no nigga. There's no way possible I can ever do that. I just would be foolish to do that again. You know what I mean? So if I ever jump into something, if I ever land into a relationship, if I ever decide to go that route, best believe I'm going to take my time with it. So I'm probably going to have to switch up some of my tactics, because that was my first date in a long time. I have to really switch up some tactics. No more sex on the first date, Robert. Robbie, you can no longer have sex on the first fucking date, okay? You're going to have to make them wait, and you're going to have to hold off, because if you give it up, they're going to want you to give up everything. They're going to think you theirs, and that's not the case, because although the sex was great, I'm not... Oh my God, it sounds so bad. I don't know if he's my type yet. Still getting to know him. So I don't know if he's my type yet. Off face value, he's cool. Nice energy, nice vibe, but that's not enough to go off of. So I think I'm open to another date. If he asks me for another date, I'll go on one. But this time, I will not be having sex. No. I ain't gonna give it to him. No. I'm just gonna have sex with people I just want to hold around with, and people I'm actually gonna pursue like I used to. People that I want to pursue, relationship wise or anything serious, I won't be having sex. So if you want something serious with me, don't even think about asking for none, because I'm not giving you none if you want something serious. Now, if you don't want nothing serious, you just want to hit and run, baby. Hit and run. That's all I could say. So yeah, that was that. And this was just Saturday day. Mind you, I'm still telling the story how the weekend went. My best friend's birthday was just yesterday. So Saturday she had a section at a hookah lounge that we was going to be going to. So I went there. Baby, we had a motherfucking time. She had this Don Julio bottle. We had a hookah, and we were drinking shots of something else. I don't even know. And then we had champagne. Baby, I was so drunk that the last thing I remember is singing, "Can we talk for a minute?" And then the next minute, I woke up on her bedroom floor. Lightheaded, confused. Like 6 hours later. I don't know what happened. I don't know how I got there. I don't know what transpired over the course of the night. I don't know how I left the hookah lounge. I don't know any of that. I just know I woke up on floor, carpet, with a with a blanket on me. I don't know how I got there. I don't know. So I woke up immediately, called my Uber, went home. Got home, realized I had left some stuff. I couldn't figure out what everything was. I was confused. And mind you, I came stumbling into the house. Stumbling. Like I could not stand. Mind you, at this point, it's like 9 in the morning. I'm pretty sure we left by 2. We had to. The hookah lounge closed at 2:30. Why am I still stumbling almost 10 hours later? You know what I mean? And so I get in the house. Now I gotta throw up. I am throwing up excessively. I cannot stop throwing up. It's to the point where I know I can't stop throwing up that I have to get a bag and a trash can and a waste can next to my bed just so I can repeatedly go at it. My whole Sunday was fucked. My whole Sunday I spent recovering and trying to recollect what the fuck been going on. I finally touched base with my best friend. Found out that I had left my AirPod, my cologne, and some of my blunts. I had left them at our house. Don't even know how. Apparently, when I got out of the car and we got to the house, I fell on the pavement. And when I fell on the pavement face first, my bag opened up. And when my bag opened up, all my shit fell on the floor. And when all my shit fell on the floor, they had to carry me into the house. Then they realized all my shit was on the floor. They had to go back outside, grab the shit, and bring it back in the house. Fucking insane. And the fact that I don't remember none of that. I had to be told this information is insane to me. She said, apparently, when we was out at the hookah lounge at one point in time, we were drinking champagne. She went to refill my glass. When she got my glass was half broke. I don't know how I broke the top of the glass. Somehow I must have broke it and still was holding it in my hand. I was on some other shit last weekend. When I told you I was on demon time. And that secluded it. There was nothing else that I could do at that point because I had basically almost killed myself practically, you know. Wasn't able to eat anything for the whole day. Couldn't even drink ginger ale. Couldn't drink Gatorade. Couldn't do nothing. Everything was coming back up. It took by like 4 p.m. on Sunday for me to actually be recovered and back feeling normal again. Monday, woke up, had to go to work, sore, body sore from the top of my head to the sole of my feet. Every part of my body sore. Get into it. And all I could think about is, bitch, I had a time. That's why y'all ain't seeing no XXL. That's why I ain't drinking no XXL right now. No XXL right now. Ain't drinking no wine right now. I'll be back next week. My body is still trying to make sure we all good over here, okay? I'm all right. It took till this morning for me to feel like, okay, I feel normal again. My body ain't hurting. I got energy. I got appetite. I can sleep normal again. You know, I was feeling good. But man, that weekend really did me one in. I was supposed to go to Tampa and St. Pete on Sunday and couldn't even do that because I was still recovering. Like, my weekend wasn't over. I had to go see the nigga I had seen last time when I went to Tampa. I was trying to see him again. I want round 2. I'm coming back anyways. But yeah, oh my God, that weekend was great. Just to let y'all know, take time out. I know I spend a lot of my weekends just relaxing and rebooting before I go back to work on Monday. But every now and then, take a weekend, go hard, do whatever you want to do, have fun. You don't have to do exactly what I did. So you don't got to have a lot of sex, do nothing freaky, and you don't got to get drunk and fall on your face. You don't got to do that. But whatever you want to do it. If you want to travel, do it. Want to go to the club, party with your friends, do it. Want to go to the bar, pool, whatever, beach, do it. We only live once. Speaking of living once, this nigga Jailbait gonna be living once his whole life in jail. Literally, he's living his whole entire life in jail. How was he already in jail again? While I was out at the club, at the hookah lounge, my mama is crazy. Me and mama just the same. Gonna send me this mugshot of Jailbait in the jailhouse, and he done got caught for drug paraphernalia and other substances. Child, when I tell you I've been so tuned in with his court case, I've been reading every affidavit. I've been reading all the court minutes. He's still in there. I've been reading all the information. He's still in 33rd looking stupid, and he gonna still be looking stupid. That's karma, bitch. That's karma. But I ain't gonna get into that. We ain't cool. So, That's why he in there. And I don't wish no harm on nobody, but if you can't leave that shit alone, and you can't get that monkey off your back, and you doing this bad out there, and you so fucked up out there in the streets, you need to sit tight somewhere. You need to sit down just for a moment. And if that means you got to sit at 33rd, baby, sit, time out, think about it, figure the fuck out, get your life in order, baby, get your life in order. But on the real, y'all really got to be careful how y'all treat people. Like if it's somebody that you really care about, somebody that has been there for you, or someone that you've been there for, y'all just have had a great connection or any love or care for them, be careful how you treat them, because those be the people that will be there for you when you need them. But if you keep treating them like shit, if you continue to piss and shit on them daily, then when karma comes back to bite you on your fucking ass, they won't be there to heal you. They won't be able to give you a band-aid, and they won't be able to help you out, because at this point, you had it coming. You had it coming. Literally, had it coming. Take it. It'll be all right. That's how I feel. And that's no shade. It is what it is. You'll be all right. And if you won't be, baby, you figured out you done been in and out of jail since you were what, 12? Oh, yeah. They know you in there. You probably know every correction officer. On another note, let's get into some gay shit. And when I say gay shit, this is the segment where we talk about some gay shit. And there's been some shit going on that we need to discuss. So, first and foremost, Ray J decided to say, while talking with Cam Newton, right? So let me read it. I put up a post from the gay neighbors. I'm going to put up a few posts from them. These my good Judies. Ray J just appeared on Cam Newton's show, and things got extremely weird. During a conversation about his viral moment with I Show Speed and Kai Cenat, Ray J made a questionable comment about taking a shower with the young guys, and then doubled down with even more confusing statements about his sexuality. Cam asked him directly if he was gay, and Ray J responded, "I'm a straight man, but why does it matter what hole I like?" And you know, that's a wild statement. One, because Ray J has been a menace for the past few weeks. I don't know what he's been going through, but he's been on his Orlando Brown, just saying the most outrageous and crazy shit. I believe it's to get attention. So I don't take it serious. I think he's trolling, which is also what I think Orlando Brown is doing, trolling. So therefore, I don't take it serious and I don't pay it that much attention. Now, what I can speak towards is his comment. And a lot of DL dudes, and I guess you could say quote unquote straight dudes or trade, a lot of them believe the same sentiment or share the same sentiment of, why does it matter what I like? A hole is a hole. They really believe that it doesn't matter. It's just a hole. So to them, they don't look at it as a sexuality thing. That's why they're able to still walk around and claim they're straight and still have sex with, TS girls. Because to them, those TS girls are just a hole. And they resemble a female. So they're not thinking about anything further than that. No sexuality, no gender, none of that is coming to their mind. Now, there are some guys that do be thinking about that, but there are a lot of guys that live with that philosophy of it's just a hole, it don't matter. I don't partake in that belief, because if that was the case, I'll be fucking girls. You know what I mean? Clearly, I'm attracted to the physique of a male, the presence of a male, the feel of a male, the sexuality, the aura, anything male related. You lose me when it becomes woman centered, because I'm not attracted to females. So that's when I lose attraction to that. But yeah, when it comes down to it, what Ray J was saying, it has some foolishness to it. Like, he really was just trolling and trying to get some attention and some clicks and views for his little interview with Cam Newton, because he's been doing it since he's been popping up on the media. He's been saying outrageous stuff, just doing weird Ray J type shit. And I don't know what it's about, but I'm pretty sure it has something to do with trolling and wanting attention. So I'm not going to give it attention. but I will speak on the topic that was talking about. Now, something on a more serious note that I hate that I just went from that to this. Oh God. So a story that came out a few days ago where an Atlanta man vanished after going to meet up with somebody on a dating app, and his remains weren't found for weeks later. Okay, so let me read the news article so you guys can understand what the fuck I'm talking about, because this is crazy as fuck. Like, this story is wild, and it literally scared me, especially after the weekend I just had. It's good that I was with people that I actually trusted, but still, it's still dangerous out there. But here's the article. Well, actually, I put up the gay neighbors, but this is basically from 11 Alive, which is a news station out in Atlanta. So I'm going to touch on it real quick. So let me get into it. A young Georgia man disappeared after traveling to Florida to meet someone he met on a dating app. He was found dead weeks later, leaving his family desperate for answers and clinging to memories of his vibrant spirit. According to 11 Alive, Nicholas Anderson's family said he was the glue that held them together. In one of his last videos, the 24-year-old is seen dancing in the middle of a TikTok, smiling, carefree, and full of life. That joy turned to heartbreak in April, when Anderson never returned home from a trip to Jacksonville, Florida. It broke us. It was hard. It was very hard for us, said his aunt Monica Tucker. More than 6 weeks after he was reported missing, Florida authorities said Anderson's skeletal remains were found near a retention wall along the St. Johns River, just outside Jacksonville in May. Once we got the information that it was him, we had to call family members to let them know it was him, Tucker said. Tucker told 11 Alive Anderson had traveled to Jacksonville to meet a man he'd been talking to on a dating app. When it came time to head home, Anderson never boarded the bus. Concerned, his family began looking for the man he had gone to meet. And according to Tucker, his story just didn't add up. As of Saturday, Anderson's cause of death remains unknown. The Clay County Sheriff's Office in Florida confirms detectives are continuing to investigate the circumstances surrounding his death. Now that's fucking tragic. That's fucking tragic. Because we all have done it. We've all traveled. We've all gone somewhere to hook up with a guy. We've all used Jack'd or Grindr or Adam for Apple or Sniffies, any of them, to go meet a guy. We've all done it. And to go somewhere to meet a guy and it sounds like, not even sound like, he went out of state. So he traveled. And if he was going to be boarding a bus on the way back, that means he boarded a bus there. So you literally left town to go meet a guy and spend, I'm assuming, time with this guy. And you don't come home. And that's the shit that really scares me out here, which makes meeting people scary as fuck. People can be so corrupt and vile and dehumanizing. To sit there and take someone's life, it's unfathomable to me. But the fact that he went weeks without no one knowing where he was, and his remains is found by a river, which means someone dumped him in a river, and his death is unknown, most likely because it's probably decomposed from the water. So I'm pretty sure they're going to do a lot of tests to kind of get an idea of what happened, but it's like, it's clearly homicide. I'm not even going to play around and guess and theorize. It's homicide. And I'm pretty sure the guy who was last seen with him, or who he went to go meet with, should be, and hopefully is suspect number one, because who the fuck else would have done it? It's fucking crazy. And there's so many stories like this about, a lot of us meeting guys on Sniffies or Jack'd or Grindr, going to meet a guy on these apps and never coming back, you know. And it really puts a lot of it into perspective because, like I said, I go meet guys sometimes. I put myself in situations where I may not come home, and it makes me ponder and really want to reflect and really make some better life decisions because it's never that serious. I'm never that horny. I don't have to do it that bad. And yet I still put myself in those situations. So I just wanted to bring notice to that. I did want to speak on that topic because that was something that I saw that made my heart stop. Because not only did it hit home because it's something I've done, but every time I see another gay man, another black gay man go on one of these apps and gets murdered or comes up missing or gets attacked or assaulted, it just always reminds me that we're still not safe. Even when we think we are, you know, even when we're on apps catered to us, we're targeted, you know. So it's something that puts it all into perspective and makes you want to be careful and cautious about the decisions you make and people you socialize with or allow yourself to be around. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had to hit my vape after that one. That was... that story kind of touched me. Almost set me back a little bit. Yeah, so I'm going to get into the main topic now, y'all. It's not going to be a long episode. Just a quick one. The reason why I'm doing a quick episode because the next episode is going to be a pretty lengthy one. And depending on how long it's going to be, it is going to be either a very long episode or a two-parter. I will be touching on another relationship of mine. One of my longest relationships. And I think it's time I touch on that, but that will be next episode. Anyways, as for this episode, we are talking about type of guys I like, type of guys I think I like, type of guys I used to like, and how that's all transcended and where that's at now, and the type of guys that seem to like me. I don't know. Let's get into it. So, basically, when I was younger, back in my youth, back in 1942, when I was younger, I was never big on the thug image, right? So I never really wanted a thug dude. I wanted a pretty boy. I wanted a pretty boy so bad. And I met a lot of guys when I was young, and a lot of them didn't always fit that criteria. My first love, hands down, pretty boy, straight up and down, all the way through. Nothing hood about him. Suburban, educated nigga. Exactly what he was. Pretty, smart, sociable, all the great things. The kind of guy you'll bring home to your mom and she will love. Mom still loves him to this day. That was my initial type. So my dad's boyfriend after that was similar vein. Even more of a pretty boy. Very superficial, very materialistic, very about his image. Helped me hone in on my image skills and how I present myself or how I dressed, and helped me with my image a little bit. So it was another pretty boy kind of thing. But after him and after dealing with him for so long, my type changed. I wanted something rougher. I wanted something not safe. I wanted something fun. I wanted something risky. And I started to be attracted to these dudes that were rough around the edges. Some may say, ooh, he dirty, or that's a bum nigga, or why he dressed like that and his shoes dirty. And I don't know. Those roughneck niggas was getting to me. Okay? They were the only ones who were trying to tame me when I was just dealing with a soft, very pretty nigga. You know what I mean? So now here I am dealing with niggas that are a little bit more rough that, hey nigga, shut up. Like, that'll tell me to shut up. Like that, you know? And I'd be like, what? And it was something I liked for a while. It was exciting. It was fun. Like I wanted a hood nigga. Let's put it like that. I wanted a hood nigga at that point. So I would say maybe from my years of my late 20s to maybe early, maybe till I was like maybe 30. I would say to rather recently. I like the hood niggas, okay? I'm now in a place where I'm stuck with what I like. I know what I'm attracted to. So I'm still attracted to hood niggas. But I'm still also attracted to pretty boys. And I think I want someone. I'll put it like this. I think what I like and what attracts me and what really catches my eye now is someone who's confident. I think it's a vibe thing now. It's a vibe. It's a aura thing now. Looks play a big role. Don't get it wrong. Because a physique is still going to be something all I care about. I love a body. I love your body. I'm going to touch your body. And I have to be attracted to what I'm touching. Thank you. So, I have been getting more into more fit guys. More guys that are very conscious about their image, but also about their body, their health. Clean looking guys, shaven guys. Guys that just, I guess you could say, conventionally attractive. I've been getting into those now. Those have been the type because I'm an attractive guy. I'm a very attractive guy. Okay, I know I'm not ugly. Am I the finest thing out there? Hell, fuck no. I'm not the finest nigga out there, but I'm damn sure not the ugliest either. So I know I can pull them. The thing is, in the gay community, when it comes to pretty boys, it's hard to find one that isn't already taken or with everybody else. But I think I want somebody. I don't want the rough niggas no more. They don't attract me anymore. I've had them. They're not fun. They're not as exciting anymore. I could do without the dirt and the filth. You know what I mean? I could do without the bum ears. I can deal with all the. I can go without that. I've had that. You know, I've had that. It was fun, but I don't want a hood nigga no more. I want a nigga that can challenge me on an intellectual level. A guy that makes me want to bring my appearance up. I want a nigga that's gonna not somebody that I feel I look better than or feel is underneath me in appearance wise or attractiveness. I want a nigga that match my speed. That's what I want. I want somebody that balances me out. So when I meet a guy, I'm looking at a guy like, okay, he looks good with me. I feel comfortable around him. He turns me on with just a smile, with his eyes when he talks to me. It don't have to be nothing extra. It don't gotta be all the other hoopla. That's not what's gonna turn me on. If he has a nice physique, nice smile, nice eyes, he can carry a conversation. It's a certain presence and a vibe a certain guy would have that I'm gonna like and be attracted to. But for some reason, I can't attract those guys for the life of me. Because I've been sitting here trying to wonder, where the fuck are those guys? And why aren't they knocking at my fucking door? I'm single. Hello, I'm here. Hey, I'm single. I know y'all may think I'm not, but I'm single. I'm not taken by nobody. Don't nobody have me. I don't have nobody. Straight like that. Straight like that. So what I'm saying is, the dudes that I see myself wanting or I'm mentally attracted to or who I've fantasized about or who I've thought about or who I've been saying, yeah, that's what I want or that's the type of nigga I want. I can't seem to get those. And maybe it's my tactic because I'm the type that don't like to approach. And I do often like for some guys to approach me. And a lot of those guys may not be the type to do that because they may be feeling the same way. So it's very complicated because most guys that are that confident and that courageous and bold usually be the hood niggas. That's probably how I ended up there. Those be the ones. They gonna see you in the lineup and they gonna be scared to say, hey, well, come over here. Let me talk to you. They're not gonna be scared to do that. The pretty boys that are very big on their image and don't wanna be embarrassed, don't want to get rejected, they're going to be shy about it. They're going to fall back with their approach. They may watch from afar. I kid you not, there's so many guys, not so many guys, but there's a lot of guys who I've come in contact with over the years who've always hit me with I liked you for this long, or I wanted you for so long, or I was attracted to you, or I liked you, but I never approached you. And I'm always like, why? What the fuck is going on? Am I not approachable? Is that it? Because when I go to the club, some guys may look at me, but I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of them don't run all after me or chase me down or try to talk me down or anything like that. They don't really be all up in my face. They don't be trying to get with me. They don't try to do none of that. They just see me, look at me, and give me the eye. That's it. And then that's what I do back. Now, let me pause. I do know that is the case 90% of the time in the community. I do know that a lot of us are not capable of approaching each other, whether that's in public or whatever the case may be. A lot of us wait till we're back at home on Facebook and we send a message, or we wait till we see them on Jack later, or we see them on Grindr later, then we message them or something. I'm trying to get out of that. I have a bad habit of that. But I'm just ready to start dating again. I enjoyed my date on Saturday, but I'm ready to date for real. Like, I'm ready to go on a date with a guy that I'm sitting there and I'm like, you are the one for me. I want to go on a date with a guy and my chest is pumping. My loins are on fire. My blood is pumping. I'm twitching. I'm smiling a lot. I'm giggling a lot. I'm goofy. I'm blushing. All of those things. I want a guy to put a fucking twinkle in my eye. Is that too much to ask? And so that's all I want. So when I go on a date with somebody, or when I like a guy, I just want that feeling. And a lot of the guys do not give me that feeling. And I've had guys in the past that did give me that feeling, and I was not ready for them. I wasn't ready for them. So they're not there anymore. It's one guy that he moved away. This was after my second boyfriend. And we met and we got acquainted and we got really involved a lot. But because I wasn't ready after healing from that relationship, I didn't want nothing serious. Eventually, he's moved to Georgia. He has a daughter now. He's moved on. We still keep in contact, but it's not the same. And it's because I let him go. And that was the guy that probably could have been my next. We probably could have been something for real if I would have took it serious. So nowadays, I'm still hesitant when it comes to dating. I'm still hesitant when it comes to taking guys serious or going that route, because I just don't want to play games. And I don't want to get tied up with nothing that's going to hurt me. I was so heavily invested in the last relationship. Like, I don't think you understand. I was heavily fucking invested in the last relationship. I put my heart and my soul into it. And because of that, I can't just do that again just off of GP. Okay? You can't just get that just because you're nice to me, or you're giving me attention, or you call me every other day, or you pull up the smoke with me, or whatever. You suck my dick. Whatever you do, eat my ass. None of that is going to guarantee that I'm going to give you my heart and my soul. So what I want is, I want a spiritual connection. I want a physical connection. I want an emotional connection. I want to be intellectually connected and tied to a person. But in order for me to be that way, I have to feel something from you. And it's something I can't force. I wish it was something I could just flip on, switch, like some of these other guys that could just jump from relationships. I can't do that no more. I'm not 16 anymore. I'm not 25 anymore. Okay? I'm 3. So now at this age, when it comes to meeting a guy and falling for a guy and wanting a guy, it ain't happening just that easily. And if it's gonna happen, it needs to happen organically. And if I have to force it, I don't want it. If I have to beg for it, I don't want it. If I have to chase it, I don't need it. That's how I'm moving when it comes to this dating arena, baby. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not overextending myself. I'm not jumping through no hoops. I ain't chasing nobody. I ain't calling nobody 3,000 times a day. I ain't finna be doing none of that. I'm not on that. I've been on it. I'm off that fucking boat. I ain't doing that shit no more. All I'm trying to do now is better myself and invest into myself. So, with that being said, my next man, he has to be a part of that investment in myself. You feel what I'm saying? He's got to fit into whatever I'm creating for myself right now. And if there's any way where he will not be able to blend and balance out what I'm doing, I'm not going to allow him in. So that's why I'm cautious. I let anybody into my life, they could fuck everything up and send me down a spiral again. It's happened many times. I'm aware of that. And I know I have that weakness when it comes to meeting a guy. I get very involved. I put my all into it. I put my soul into it. And then I lose myself. I cannot do that unless I'm losing myself into something that adds into myself. If that makes sense. I hope it does. It was getting real deep right there. And it wasn't supposed to be a deep episode. But when I'm thinking about what I like and what I want, it's hard to pinpoint it. Like I said, I don't want just something wild and exciting and crazy and spontaneous. That was fun. I want something serious now. I want something that's going to make me feel like proud to say this is my partner. Proud to say I'm in love. Proud to say I'm back in a relationship. I haven't met a guy yet that I was proud to say I want to be with. I haven't met a guy yet that I want to show off. That's what I want. I want a man I can show off. A man I can say, this is mine. This is someone I love. I haven't gotten that at all in a long time. So because I don't feel like I have that, I'm not running down chasing anybody. And a lot of dudes be like, oh, I text you, I hit you up. Okay, cool. I'm supposed to jump for that? I don't want to text you every day and say what you doing, how you doing. I don't do that every day. I'm sorry. I don't. I have bills to pay. I have things to do. I have to cook. I have to clean. I have to be responsible. I have to record my podcast. You know what I'm saying? I have things I have to do for myself and for the betterment of myself that I can't do small talk and small interactions and little meaningless things that don't get me nowhere. Don't get me nowhere. Are we building something? If we ain't fucking building something, if there's not a foundation we're working on, what are we doing? Because otherwise you're wasting my time. I'm wasting your time. Every time is wasted and thrown down the drain and we can't get it back because, again, you only live fucking once. It's insane. But it's a spiral. It's a cycle that we all put ourselves in. I just don't want to be a part of that cycle anymore. I don't want to. I could, but I don't want to. Whew. Y'all, I know I'm saying a lot. I know I'm saying a lot. I know I'm doing a lot. Really, the point of this episode was for me to touch on what I want to do and where I want to be when it comes to a relationship and dating. So, if you want to date me, right? Say you want to date me. And your approach is just to message me on Facebook. Okay, cool. Boom. All right. You message me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, social media. Hit me up on social media, right? Easiest way to contact me. Nothing wrong with that. I respond. We get to know each other. If within a week we aren't exchanging numbers, what are we doing? Because what I'm not going to do is have a pen pal. I don't want one. I don't need it. I'm not that lonely. I don't need to talk to somebody every day. So if we're not building something, we're not going somewhere, we're not setting up dates. That's why I went on that date Saturday. If we're not doing something, what are we talking about? Because if you hit me up and say, hey, I want to see you, let's link up, let's do this. All right, let's do it. If you're just sitting up here just to hit me up just to have small talk, I don't have the energy for that. I don't want to have the bandwidth for that. I don't give a fuck about that. I hate small talk, and I'm not finna fake it and try to do it just to be courteous to you because you messaged me. You ain't talking about shit. If you want to call me, be on FaceTime, just to sit up here and look at my face and me sit up there and look at your face, what the fuck are we doing? I don't want to do that. I'm not in high school. Get off my phone. I could be doing something else. So don't call me if you're not really trying to do nothing. Don't text me if you're really trying to do nothing. I'm done with the small talk. I'm done with the playing. I'm done with the foreplay. Let's do something for real or get the fuck out my face. Okay? We grown. Keep that little kid shit on the playground, not in my backyard. Okay? And on that note, because I think I've really touched on a lot and I think I've gone further than I wanted to, I said this episode was going to be short because the next episode is going to be long. So I'm going to just dial it back. I'm going to dial it back and put a pause on it. Okay? Look, I'm open to dating. Just come correct. Be for real about what the fuck you want to do, how you want to do it, have a plan, and have some action backed up behind it. Otherwise, move to the side, move around, and make room for a real nigga. You feel me? And that's all I gotta say. And on that note, I did enjoy myself talking to you today. I hope you enjoyed yourself. And if you did, come back next Wednesday, every Wednesday after that. Tune in to what I gotta say. And yeah, just keep linking with Robbie.